Welcome back to practical session, dear students. Students, now we have studied about the text formatting and what are the four types of text formatting we can do. Okay, so what are the formatting options we studied now? The first one is clearing the format, existing format. The second one is giving a style to your text, like changing the size, color, okay, style, bold, italic, underline, everything, and how to do the bold with a shortcut key Control B, italic letter Control I, and then underline Control U. Shortcut keys also we studied. That is the second formatting option we studied. Then the third one, change case. The fourth one, superscript and subscript. Is it clear for everyone? That's good. Let's move on to the next topic. Okay. Now we are going to see about paragraph style. How to make the stylish paragraph. Okay, there are 5 different formatting options are given for paragraph style. Okay, so in LibreOffice Writer, each paragraph can be written with different styles. Okay, so if you look at the formatting toolbar, the left side, the first one, default paragraph style. Do you see? Set. When I keep the cursor here, it gives a pop-up. Set paragraph style. Okay, this is a paragraph style. You can select the paragraph first. You should select the paragraph and go to this formatting toolbar. Click on the set paragraph style. Pop down arrow appears and you can select any suitable one for you. Okay, so this is quotations. How does it looks like? You can see. Let me change it into heading 1. Okay, then let me change it into heading 3. How does it looks like? You can just have a preview, and if you are comfortable with that particular paragraph style, you can just opt for it. Otherwise, you can go with the another one. Okay, if you want to opt for more styles, click on more styles. You can see more styles are given here. Okay, so you can choose any one from here. Got it? Here you can see it is a heading 10. Okay, so this is called paragraph style. So here we are talking about the paragraph, right? So the paragraph, there are 5 ways we can format the paragraph. Okay, formatting means making it attractive, as I said. Okay, the very first one for paragraph formatting is paragraph indentation. You might have studied in your standard 6 what is mean by paragraph indentation. It's nothing but it's a distance between the margin and to the paragraph. To the left or right margin and to the paragraph, it's called indentation. Okay, so clear? The distance between left and right margin to the paragraph, it's called indentation. Okay, so you can increase the indentation or you can decrease the indentation. First, let me select the paragraph to do the indentation. See, I have selected the paragraph. Okay, then go to this formatting toolbar. See, whatever formatting options that we are doing, we can do it in 3 ways. Okay, one, it's with the help of this formatting toolbar. Another one with the help of this format tab. Another one, shortcut keys also you can do. Otherwise, right click and do, you can do. So total 4 ways you can achieve the task. Okay, so now I have selected the paragraph first. Then let me go to formatting toolbar, and here you can see the indentations. Okay, so this is bulletins. Okay, let me see, increase intent, and this is decrease intent. See, when I click on once, okay, every time you click, as many times you can see the changes. Let me click here. Do you see the distance between the left margin and the paragraph increases? Let me do one more time. Do you see the changes? Right? So this one you can do it if you want to add any picture over here. If you prepare a magazine or a news articles, you can place a picture over here and the text can be here using this indentation. Okay, and decrease indentation. As many times as you press, which will decrease the indentation. See, do you see that? Okay, this is called indentation. Increase and decrease indentation. So indentation means how to do, what is mean by indentation? It's a distance between the left or right margin and to the paragraph. It's called indentation. There are 2 types of indentation: increase indentation and then decrease indentation. Increase means which increases a space between the left margin and to the paragraph. Right indentation means it decreases the space. Clear? Okay. Also, you can do the same from the format tab also. You can do it from format tab also. You can do it. You can just go through the options one by one and you can easily find out how to do the indentation. Clear? Okay. Next one. Okay. So this is the first formatting options for the paragraph. Previously, we studied about formatting the text. Okay, 4 different ways of formatting, and now we are studying about paragraph formatting. Just keep it in mind clearly. Okay, so text formatting it's already over. Now we are talking about paragraph formatting. Paragraph formatting. For each and every paragraph, you can do a different type of formattings. Okay, so in the formatting options, the first one we have seen about indentation. Okay, so indentation it's over. Now the second one is alignment. So do you know what is meant by alignment? Right? Left alignment, right alignment, center and justify. You know the alignments, right? The same thing comes for the paragraph. So select the paragraph, okay, and in the go to the format toolbar, okay, formatting toolbar, you can see 4 types of alignments. Here, this is says left alignment, and this says center alignment, and this says right alignment. You can see right margin it's equal, okay. Then this is justified alignment. Both margins it will be equal. Both side left and right they will be adjusted with the margins. So these are the 4 types of alignments, and these alignments you can achieve it with the shortcut keys. For a left alignment, Control plus L. See, Control and L. Then right alignment, Control R. Okay, justify, Control J. Then what is for center? Is it Control C? Control C it's to copy, right? Then what is for center alignment? It's Control plus E. E for center alignment. You can see the paragraph it's center focused, which is aligned on center. Center alignment is there. Okay, so these are the 4 types of alignments. Aligning the paragraph. Okay, so this is a second type of formatting for the paragraph. Clear? Then third one, it's giving a font color, highlighting and giving a background color for the text. Okay, so whatsoever, first you have to select the text paragraph. Okay, so select the paragraph. I'm selecting this paragraph. Okay, and I'm going to give a font color. So do you know how to give a font color? Yes. Okay. You can just go to the formatting toolbar. If you don't know which button it's for the color, okay, font color or highlighting color, background color, everything, you can just keep the cursor and check. See, when I keep the cursor over here, it says font color red. So if you want to change, click on the arrow mark and choose whatever color you need. Oh God, see, it is not selected. Okay, so let me select it and then click the arrow mark, font color arrow mark, and then choose the color. Do you see the color is changed into green? Okay, so this is called font color. Then highlighting. So for each and every activity, first you have to select the text or a paragraph. Okay, then see, keep the cursor here. You can see highlighting yellow color. So choose it and then you can choose what color you want to highlight. Do you see? It's too dark, right? Okay, this is somewhat okay. Alright, so the height is highlighted with a yellow color. Okay, if you do not want to highlight the entire paragraph, you can just highlight one particular line. That doesn't matter. That's your choice. Whatever you want to highlight, only select a particular line or a word that will be highlighted. Okay, so this is called font color and highlighting. Okay, then this is a third formatting option for paragraph. So can you tell me what is the first option for paragraph formatting, which is called indentation? What are the types of indentation? Increase indentation and decrease indentation. We can say left or right. Okay, then the second one, second formatting option for a paragraph, it's aligning the text, aligning the paragraph. How many alignments are there? 4 alignments: left alignment, right alignment, center, then justify. 4 alignments are there. Okay, then what is the third paragraph option we studied? Formatting its font color and then highlighting color. Okay, the next one it's called bulletins, numbers and bulletins. So you know what is my bulletins, right? So if you're going to type something, if you want to list out something, okay, so you're going to write monitor, okay, then CPU, keyboard. If you want to list out something, what you can do is you can use the bulletins. Bulletins are of two type. Okay, you can go for a number bulletin like 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C, D. Likewise, alphabet you can give X, Y, Z. You can give, or you can give a Roman numbers, capital Roman numbers, or lowercase Roman numbers. Okay, so this is called number bulletins. Okay, if you do not want a number bulletin, okay, if you want to have a some design patterns, then you have to go for a bulletin option. So whatsoever you have to do, first to select it, select the text, then go to formatting toolbar, and here you can see bulleted list. Okay, toggled, this is a number list, you can choose any type of numbers. Okay, so if you want like a b c d, do you see, or if you want to make it in 1 2 3, can do it like this, anything you can do. Okay, then next one, see, this is called bulletin and numbers, and if you want to go for a bullets, you can choose the bullets, whatever you need you can choose it. Okay, so choose the bullet and click on the arrow mark and select the type of bullet you need. Okay, so do you see the bullets are appearing? And in this bullet itself, numbers and bullets itself, you can create a sub list. You can create a nested bulletins. So do you know what is meant by nested bulletin? Nested means we already have a bulletins, right? Numbers or bulletins. Inside that, if you want to add some more list, that is called nested bulletins. Okay. See this CPU. I want to inside CPU. I want to put, CPU consists of three parts, right? What are the three parts? ALU, MMU, then what is next? CU, control unit. So which consists of three units. Okay. So I want to put it in another bulletin. So this is a, okay, let me put it down. Okay. Let me remove all these things. Okay, so you can see the second page over here. Okay, I want to just give a nested bulletins. So the CPU has again three parts. I want to list them as another bulletin. So select the text inside, okay, and what type of bulletin you want to give, just to select it, okay, and you can just use the bulletin option. This is called nested bulletin. A bulletin which has another bulletin inside, which is called nested bulletin, or sub bulletin, which has a sub options. Okay, so this is called numbers and bulletins. Okay, and if you want to go for a more options, more bullets, click here and you can see the bullets and numbering dialog box appears. You can choose the level, okay, consecutive numbers, whatever, you can just read and understand. Okay, bulletin and numbers you can see here. Okay, outline. Okay, so this is a nested bulletin. If you want to go for a nested bulletin, you can choose this type of options here, here and all. Okay, so for nested bulletin, you can go to outline tab in the bullets and numbering dialog box. Otherwise, you can also do it by yourself. Okay, good students. So let me click on OK button. Okay, this is all about bullets and numbers. So this is a fourth formatting options for paragraph. Okay, fourth formatting option for paragraph. Okay, then the last one, last formatting option for paragraph formatting is highlighting the giving a background color, giving background color for the paragraph. Say for example, assume that this is my paragraph. So just let me select it. I have selected my paragraph. If you want to give a background color, how to do it? You can just go to format, okay, and you can just go to the option called paragraph, which has a three dots, which means when we click on this paragraph, which will open another dialog box. Okay, a dialog box is opened. Okay, and here you can just give a outline and numbers, you can give a borders, everything. Okay, first let me give a border for my bullet. Okay, let me once again, let me see the selection area. This much selection I do not want. Okay, I need only, okay, this much I need. Okay, so let me go to format. Okay, paragraph, and let me choose a border, and you can choose the border style. You can choose it from here, what type of border you need. Okay, the color also you can choose, in what color you need. Thickness, width you can choose. I need little bit thicker than this one. Okay, so let me click on OK. But do you see? So this is a type of border I have chosen. So are you thinking that the remaining two borders are not covered? Because that is a preset style. No one noticed that. Let me do it again. Let me select it. Okay. Go to format, paragraph. Okay. So here do you see, you want all border, you can choose all border, then you will get a all border style. Okay. So choose the color. Okay, everything. And now you can see, do you see the shadow effect? We are getting the border. Okay, and if you want to highlight inside, if you want to give a color also, you can highlight, give a color inside the paragraph. Okay, so just highlighting color you can apply. Sorry, highlighting color, whatever you need you can apply. Only for the text it is applied. Okay, so this is a way you can just highlight here. You can give a border to your paragraph and highlight it. Is it clear? That's good, students. So now I taught you about the paragraph formatting. Okay, so each and every paragraph in LibreOffice Writer can have their own paragraph style. The paragraph styles, they can hold it. You can change the paragraph style from formatting toolbar, and here is the option. Click the arrow mark. You can see the top pop down arrow appears. You can select any paragraph style as you like. Okay, then the very first formatting option for paragraph we studied, it's indentation, left and right indentation, then aligning the paragraph, then we studied about font color, highlighting colors, then fourth one, bullets and numbers, also nested bulletins we studied. Then the last one we studied giving a background color and border, applying the border. Is it clear for everyone? That's good. So this is all about paragraph formatting. Okay, so far we have studied two types of formatting. One is text formatting with the 4 options. Then here for paragraph formatting with the 5 options. Is it clear for everyone? That's good, students. We have studied about formatting options, right? So we studied about 2 different types of formatting. One is for the text formatting, for the text. Okay, another one it's for paragraph. So text has we studied 4 types of formatting for the text, and for paragraph 5 types, 5 options we have studied. And in this series we are going to continue with the next formatting option, which is called page formatting. So far we have formatted the text and paragraph whatever we have written inside the document. Now we are going to format the document itself. I mean not the text or paragraph, the page. How to format the page. That is called page formatting. Okay. So let me take a writer which we are using now. Okay, this is the one we are using. So in this one, you can see that currently whatever writer you are using, which uses default style, that you can see from the status bar. Do you see page 2 of 306 words, 630 characters, and do you see default page style? So we are using default page style. If you want to change the page style, just click this default page style here itself. You can see page style dialog box appears. Page style dialog box appears. So if you do not want, what you can do, you can go to format tab and you can go to page style option. The same dialog box appears. Okay, so what we are going to do here, so in this one, in this page formatting, we are going to see how to set up the page, what type of page orientations you need. Then area means for a particular area you can give a color. Okay, then header, you can add a header, footer, you can add a border, and you can divide it into columns, and you can give a footnote. So all these things we are going to discuss now. Okay, first let's see what is page. So page in the sense to we are just setting the page formatting. What type of page format you need? I need a A4 size paper, which is already there, right? Okay, and you need a portrait paper or a landscape paper. I need portrait. Choose the portrait and you can see the preview from here. Okay, and you can choose the options and click on OK button, and you can see now we are having a A4 size paper. Okay, so the page setup it's over. Okay, then what is next? The next one is called page break. So what is meant by break? Break means leaving from one place and just taking a break, right? So sometimes you may need to create a multi-pages document. And while creating the document, some instances you may have to leave a particular page and start a new heading in the new page, right? So that time there you have to leave a space. Even when we are writing this monitor and CPU list out the things, we were using the page break. That I did not tell you, but I was just pressing the enter key and move on to the next page, because I thought if I start the listing in the bulletins in the next page, it will be easy for you to view. Okay, so some instances we may have to start a new page and we have leave a break for the previous page. So in this case we can use a page break. Okay, here I still have a space to type, but I would like to go to the next page. I mean, I want to give a break for this page and I would like to continue from this next page. Okay, so different ways you can apply a page break. Okay, using formatting options you can do it. Okay, and you can also use a context menu, or you can use a shortcut key. For a shortcut key, Control plus Enter. Do you see which jumps to the next page? It jumps to the next page. Okay, so here let me go to the previous page itself. Okay, so another method, you can insert the break from the menus also. You can insert the page break from the menus also. So the menu it's called insert. Okay, the menu it's called insert. Okay, previously we were using the format menu. Do you remember? Format menu, it is helpful to do the changes to format the text and paragraph what we have written in the document. But for the page, you have to go to the tab called insert. Insert, you can see page break. Okay, so I have to search because I'm also first time here using, yes, page break. If you click on a page break, which goes to the next page, you can see Control plus Enter key, it's written here. Okay, page break, Control plus Enter is the shortcut key. Clear? So this is the second option for the page formatting. So page formatting, first option we studied how to set up the page, like whether you need a portrait or a landscape. Orientation you can select the size of the paper, everything. Okay, that is the first we studied. Now we studied about page break. Then next one, how to insert header and footer. So you know what is meant by header? Yes, header means which appears at the top of the document. You can give any suitable heading inside the header. It is easy for the viewers to understand the topic, right? Okay, and footer means which appears at the bottom of the document. You can give any appropriate footnote like a page number, reference number you can give. Okay, so now let's see how to insert a page number. So again, we are doing page formatting. For page formatting, which menu we have to go through? We have to go through insert menu. Okay, insert, and then you can see here header and footer. Do you see header and footer? And which has header, footer. Use already header and footer, it's in use. Okay, so I removed it. Let me go again. So header and footer. So let me click on header, default page style. So header, it's already there, it's a default page style it says. Okay, so let me click insert, header, use header footer menu. Okay, so let me type it something here, and when you type, after that when you double click on it, you can see the header. Header appears as a dotted line. Header appears as a dotted line. You can just type any suitable headings over here. Okay, my field trip. It's a header I have given. Okay, so you can give any suitable heading, chapter name over here in the header. And if you look at the footer, see, double click, this is the previous page at the bottom right, double click, you can see the footer. So here you can insert a page number. So how to insert a page number? Click inside, okay, then go to insert tab, all right, page number. So that it is inserted here, but actually you have to do it in the footer area, okay, footer area, or you can just click here, the plus symbol is there, right? When you click on the plus symbol, you can see the cursor here, then go to insert page number. Do you see page number 2 appears here? Then automatically here it will be page number 3, 4. Do you see page numbers? Once you give, automatically which will apply the page number to the remaining pages also. Clear? So this is what we apply header and footer to the page. Okay, so that is a third option. The next one, how to insert pictures or shapes or anything. Very easy way. Sometimes if you insert a picture, your document will look more attractive. Am I right? So in this case, you can add a picture. So in order to add a picture, if you have some pictures in your system, you can add it directly. If you do not have, you can save it in your pen drive. You can download it from the net and you can just add it to your computer file. Okay. So let me see what type of pictures I have in my system. Let me go to insert. Okay. So click on insert and then you can go to pictures. Okay. So where is the pictures? You can see images. It's not pictures, it says images. Okay. Click on image option and you can see the dialog box appears. You can choose the location where you have pictures. Okay. Let me go to, I think some pictures I have in 9th standard folder itself. Okay, let me see in pictures. Okay, yes, I have some pictures. So let me select this flower bunch. Do you see the picture appears? And if you want to apply any shape also you can add it. For that, go to insert shape in the sense you can add lines, okay, then arrow marks, any symbols, stars, banners, flow charts, callouts, anything you can add. Everything has a triangular mark, which means which do have a sub options. You can add all these shapes. So shapes also you can add it. So you have to draw the shape, okay, select it and draw, click and drag to draw the shape. So you can add all these shapes and images and everything in your document, charts and everything. Clear? So we are talking about page formatting. So far we studied about what type of page formatting we can do. The first one, page setup. Okay, type of orientation, that is portrait or a landscape. Then size of the paper we selected. The second thing, we inserted a page break using insert tab. Then we inserted header and footer, page number and headings we added. Then next we inserted pictures, shapes, charts, anything we can add it. The procedure is same. Okay, you can try one by one. Okay, no need to wait for me to teach you. You can just try one by one everything, shape, text box, frame, everything you can add and check. Okay, so this is a next one. Okay, so how many we studied? Page setup, page break, inserting page break, inserting header and footer, then inserting pictures, shapes. Okay, that is the fourth one. Still we have three more things to cover. That is the next one. It's you added a picture, right? So for this picture you can give a border and you can make it more attractive. See, when you just select the picture, do you see that picture style boxes appears here? Okay, so labels, if you want to give a label, if you want to apply graphics, if you want to give a frame also you can give. See, frame it's applied over here and you can see the formatting toolbar changes. Do you see? So fill color, if you want to give a fill color, you can give anything you can do. Okay, so all the options are here. You can keep the cursor, bring to front. Okay, you can keep the cursor and border style, double border. Okay, you can flip vertically, anything. You can just keep the cursor and do the changes as you like. This is called formatting the shapes, images. Even the shapes also you can just change it. Frame, you can see different types of formatting. The thickness if you want to change. Do you see? You can do all things. Okay, if you want to change the color, gradient, fill, everything you can do it. Okay, so what color you want to choose? Deep ocean, things you can just play as you like, because it's a graphical user interface. Everything it's icons. Just click and try. Okay, do a trial and error method, nothing will happen. Got it? Okay. So this is a next one. This is a fifth option for page formatting. Then next one, it's now we have given border and formatting options for the shapes and picture, right? Similarly, sometimes in your document, you may want to highlight a particular part of the text to make it more attractive. So that also you can do it. Okay. So how to do it? First, so select it and then go to default page style. Okay. And here you can go to borders option. You can select the type of border you need. Okay. So select the type of border, the thickness as we studied earlier. Okay. You can choose a thickness. You can give a color for your border. Okay. Choose any color as you like. Okay. Padding also you can give. Well, shadow, if you would like to give a shadow, you can give. What's the color of the shadow? For this color, let me choose green color. Okay, I like it. Okay, so so it is appeared for the entire page, which appeared for the entire page. Do you see? It has appeared for the entire page. Similarly, you can do it for the particular text also. So we have now added border to the page. Let's see the next one. So next one is adding columns. So you might have seen in newspaper and magazines, they have given in columns. The news will be in one column, then another set of news in another column, another set of news in another column, and boxes also the newses will be there. How it is happening? It is happening with the help of column settings in the writer window. Okay, so right now we are having a single column. That's the reason we are starting from the left margin and ending up with the right margin, and when we press enter we go to the next line and we are coming, right? We can divide this into multiple columns as we like, either before typing or after typing we can do it. Okay, so let me select the text here. Okay, only the first page I have selected. Let me select the first page. Okay, the content in the first page. Okay, one second, let me select it properly. I have selected the first page, the content in the first page. If you want to make it as columns, then again go to default page style. Okay, and do you see the tab called columns? Click here, and right now we are having only one column. How many columns you need? If you want two columns, you can just put 2 number here, and you can see this is a way it appears. Separating line, I want a separating line divider I need. Okay, color also I want to choose pink color. Okay, height. Okay, apply. Okay button. Do you see it is divided into 2 columns? You can just make it in one column and type it. After typing you can make it into 1 or 2 columns, as many columns as you need. Okay, so let me select it again. Okay, and see and show you. So now I selected the page. Let me go to page style. Okay, then how many pages I need? 3 pages. Let me increase one more page. Do you see 3 columns, right? Apply. OK button. Now you can see the page is divided into 3 columns. If you do not want the line in between also, you can just remove it. You can give a none option. Clear? So this is the way you can just divide the page into columns. So these are the formatting options we can do. Okay, and also you can apply the background color and everything. So for the background color, you have to choose area. You have to choose area and then color, and choose the color what you like. Okay, and new pickup color. If you want a different color, you can choose it from here. Okay, click on OK button, apply. Okay, so the page color it's applied. Okay, page color you can give, background color, everything you can give. Okay, so these are the formatting options for page formatting. Is it clear? And most of the page formatting options we have done through the insert tab. Okay, insert page number, image, chart, shape, text box. Okay, header and footer, page number, everything it's from insert tab. Okay, and something from page format tab, page styles, you can do area. For area, for color, you can just click on each tab and you can choose whatever you need. Okay, so if you want a background like this, apply, okay, you can give a background like this. Okay, so it is your choice. Okay, so for if you go to page, if you go to format tab and then page setup, here you can just make page size and everything. Area means the background color, you can choose each and every one and you can try out. Header and footer also here. Then borders, okay, you can give a border to the page, then you can divide it into columns. So all these options you can do from for this page formatting. Is it clear for everyone? That's good, students. So this is all about formatting, three different types of formatting, just such as text formatting, paragraph formatting and page formatting. Students, please study the same from your soft copy also. It is very easy to do. Not only studying, after studying, just write it in a piece of paper how to do each and everything. Okay. Well, students, see you tomorrow.